get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you. Choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
Hello, my good peoples. How are you? Hi, Million Sparkles. Thank you for being here. Glad you feel at home. Okay, so this here, Jen and Alex are going to be here sometime. I don't know when. Now, I know a lot of people have already seen a lot of the case files. I haven't. And I think every one of us that have been doing Letecia, we all come with our little special of something. How we present stuff to you guys. You know what I mean? Now, like for me, okay, there's two things I want to go over tonight. Now, when she allegedly, okay, about the escape thing, now we got court documents or incident reports about it, and we got pictures, okay? We could take a look at that, right? Instead of taking her word. I got my letter from her because I wrote her when this happened. I said, what the hell are you thinking? Okay? And then I got a response back to her from her. She wasn't happy with me. And so I'm going to share that. So we get to see what the incident report says, the pictures. Hey, girl. And my letter. And also another thing that I wanted to, there's another document I seen on here, how they said that during her first hearing that the guards that were watching her, she was acting up before she even came in the courtroom. So I kind of want to check out her behaviors. I just think it's interesting. Letecia is a character. Okay, depending on who you are, that's who she's going to represent herself as. Like with me, and I've been honest since day one. I treated her like a human being, like a person. I gave her the time of day, and she treated me different than a lot of other people. You know what I mean? Or maybe you don't know. Probably don't know because a lot of my stuff I have on private. So there's that. Anybody know where Alex is? Anybody? Whose birthday is it? It's your birthday? Happy birthday. I know. I figured you came from that crew. Alex and Jenn are amazing. I've been coming to their lives. I mean, I don't talk all the time in them, but I've been watching what's going on there. They're funny. They're just amazing. They make me laugh. Not just them, the whole group of people make me laugh. And that's how it should be, right? And what else did I want to say? So I think that's how I want to look at this, anyways. So some of the stuff that she says and does, like look at the incident reports, and then look at what she's told me, and then whatever else. I think that'll be interesting. What do you guys think? Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm going to try to be on my best behavior, you guys, okay? Because sometimes my mouth kind of gets me in trouble. Just saying, just saying. I'm all laid back here. I'm not all serious. I can be, though. Hi, Michelle. Oh, and I do want to say this too. Letecia has people that watches for her, right? That reports back to her. You guys do know that, right? They're coming up. They'll be here. I have talked to Letecia. Let's see. The last time I talked to her was a month ago. And what's funny about it, I happened to be on somebody's panel talking about her. So I know someone reports back to her. I don't know who it is. I really don't care, but all right, let me get things ready here. Hold on. Share what the heifer thinks. Let's go here. Okay, like I said, I know a lot of you guys have already seen this, and I'll just kind of like give the cliff notes, and then I want to look at these pictures and what she had to say here. Hold on. Okay, so we know that she wanted her friend to get these letters out, and she was gonna be putting $75,000 into an account. She's getting the money from her grandpa. Do you guys remember that? And then she says, "You have my word. We'll be MIA." She says, "We've got you covered." Okay, let's see, what else did she say? They're talking about, okay, access points. Oh, hold on, please. Hold on. Hello, beautiful. How you doing?
Hello. Hey, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, but I hear an echo for me. Hold on, let me see. Okay.
Probably me.
Oh, I still hear it.
Oh, hold on.
My YouTube's off.
Okay. It's me. I bet you anything. Oh my God, where is it? Sound. Okay, give me a sec. Hold on. Okay, I'm trying to fix the sound. Hold on, I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I'm so, well, I don't hear the echo now, but I just want to tell you I am so sorry. First of all, the link that you sent me didn't work. It was a support link. And then I got sidetracked and totally lost track of time and what was going on. And Jen messaged me and she's like, hey, you're late. And I was like, oh my God. So thank you, Jen. And I'm so sorry, you guys. I apologize.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Okay, like I was telling the people here. Hi, Jen. Thank you for being
Hi.
here.
Oh, you're
I'm so
welcome.
excited.
Oh, me too.
You guys are amazing. So
Thank
this is what I want to share.
Thank
Okay,
you.
like I was telling the people, we get to hear from the news what she's done, right? Okay. Well, now we got the incident reports, and what I want to show, okay, like the incident report, and what she says, or what the Jill says, the pictures, and then what she tells me in a letter. You know what I mean?
I
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Yeah.
that would be so interesting. I love
Yeah.
that.
And I thought, because all of us share things, but in our own special way. Each of us have a way to present things in our own way, and I think it's awesome.
Yeah,
I
me too.
agree.
I love that. That's a cool.
And then the other thing I want to show is there's a incident report I read where Letecia was missing with her handcuffs and stuff, and it was on her way in the first hearing, her
Oh,
first.
yeah, I remember that. Mm-hmm.
So I pulled that video up, and I was watching him mean mugging her because he said that she was mouthing stuff to him and stuff. So I kind of just want to look at that. So I just figure,
Awesome.
I'll just start out with this, you guys. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan. Let's do
Okay.
it.
So
Yes,
like, I was just
sounds
telling the
great.
people here, you guys have really went through this yourself, okay? On how she got that one inmate to do those letters,
Oh, her escape ones?
Yeah, her escape ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and then she was wanted somebody to get a broom for the window
Right, because she was
and all that.
measuring it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so she sent those letters off. Everybody knows it. That's why I'm not going to read word for word, you guys.
Kit, I have a
Let's see.
question. So
Where is it
for
here?
you, what is it
Yo,
like for you
yo.
knowing her and talking to her at the time and then seeing these and what was really going on, at least the officer's version? Like, I bet that is just so weird and so surreal.
I am really mind blown because, as you all know, and I've been honest, if people don't know, I gave her the time of day. I was nice to her. I treated her like a human being, right?
Mm-hmm.
Innocent till proven guilty was in my head, right? I
Right.
tried. And then to see all this and read all this, I'm like, wow, she really took me. I was a fool.
What
Yep.
did you, how did you feel when you learned that she changed her plea from not guilty to not guilty by reason of insanity?
I'm like, she's guilty. And because I didn't talk to her for a year, but after, she was found guilty. Well, actually, I wanted to message her before then, but I thought, no, I'm waiting because it was a big mess anyways, because I was talking to her because of certain people. And I said, you know what? You lied to me. You pleaded guilty or not guilty by reason of insanity. You're saying you're guilty. I said, you treated me like shit. I can't imagine how Gannon's mom, and I went off on her. I said, you owe me an apology for the hell I went through. Sticking up for you.
And when you say treated you like shit,
Yeah,
what do you mean? What did she do?
Oh, Letecia treat me like shit? No,
Yeah.
other people did because
I see.
I was in contact with Letecia.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
I went through
Okay.
pure hell. No, but
yeah,
she
people
had,
were awful towards you, weren't they?
yeah, it was really bad, really bad. Yep.
Did you feel like when you were, okay, let me just hold on. Let me just start all over. How long were you communicating with Letecia? Like, when did it start and when did it end before you, the last time you talked to her before you took the year break?
April of 2020. I got my first letter from her, April 29th
Okay.
of 2020. And the last time I talked to her was after my mom passed away. So that was in the end of 2021. I talked to her last. And then started, let's see, when did she get convicted, you guys?
May of 2023.
Okay, May 2023 is when I reached out and told her how I felt. And I felt she owed me an apology, right?
Right.
And I still hear from her.
Did she apologize to you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That kind of blows me away a little bit.
And then,
What,
you know.
Wait. Back the milk truck up. What did you, okay. Exactly did she apologize to you for? Because, you know, Letecia, she's one of those people who, you know, she twists words and, you know, you think you're getting an apology for, you want an apology and are owed an apology for one thing. And this heifer over here starts apologizing for something completely different that has nothing to do with anything. So that's what I'm curious about. Sorry.
She said she's sorry for how she's made me feel, and she's sorry for that.
She's sorry for how she made you feel.
Yes. Yep.
So when you started talking to her,
I'm surprised you got that.
Me too.
Sorry, Jenn.
When you no, you're okay. I'm intrigued. I know you're supposed to, we're your guests, but I think I'm finna interview you. Okay, so when you started talking to her, it was about a month after she was arrested.
Right.
When you started talking to her, what were your feelings on the case? What did you think happened then?
I didn't think she had anything to do with it in the beginning.
Okay.
Then as time went by, I'm like, she knows something. Because she would tell me something different, you guys. See, you'll see. When I go through all my letters, you'll see. You'll see what I mean.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what I wanted to know, because what I'm curious about is what made you, what was it in the beginning that made you think that she didn't do it? Because this is because you went into writing the letter thinking that she was innocent until proven guilty. Now, were you just giving her that benefit, or did you truly think that she might be innocent? Do you know what I mean?
I thought he possibly ran away.
Okay.
But as more stuff came out, but then she talked about that guy, and I'm like, oh no, maybe someone took him. But then it got really weird. I'm like, wait a minute. Is she setting somebody up? And she did this? So I went up and down with my thoughts. And that's why I've always told people, if you're going to talk to a suspect or a criminal, please guard yourself. Be careful.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Well,
because sorry, Allie, go ahead.
I was just going to say, she is a master manipulator, you know what I mean? And she knows, I feel like she studies the people she talks to. This way she knows how to manipulate them best too, you know? So she gets clever with her manipulation.
You're right.
You know, like she told me in the beginning, she goes, I don't have anybody that'll talk to me, this and that. And I'm like, oh no. I go, nobody in your family? I go, well, that's sad. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, here in the meantime, she's talking to 5 other people. I don't give a shit. I just want to put that out there. Okay. But I'm just saying, I got a soft heart. And she knew that about me.
How many letters did you write to her before she responded? 1. And in that first letter, did you tell her about yourself?
Not in the first one.
Not in the first one.
No.
Okay, so
I made like small talk, and I said, you know, you look like you have a really beautiful life.
okay. I'm trying to figure the reason I'm asking you that is because I'm trying to figure out how Letecia put you together. And I guess I'm going to have to wait until you like release all of the letters, because then I'll be able to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I can see what you wrote to her, what she gleaned from things that you might feel were innocuous, didn't really have any meaning to you, but Letecia is like a sponge of manipulation. And so she was taking all of that in so that, you know, she knew how to put you together. So how long between the letter writing was it before you got put on the phone call list?
My first phone call I got from her was in, I think, May of that year, 2020.
That seems right. Okay. The only reason I ask is because in the first round, up until January of this year, we worked, there was a third party. We don't have to get into it, but my point is that I didn't download, so I could have, I just didn't. I didn't download the calls. So I never had, all of those calls. I shouldn't say never, because I could have, I don't want anybody to misconstrue anything. I could have downloaded each and every one of those calls. I just didn't. So because I didn't, after 30 days, you lose access to the calls. So I didn't have I couldn't see the calls the way that I can now. So who's calling? So I wouldn't know like when the first time you guys spoke on the phone was. So that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, May of 2020, and then I think it was in June of 2020. She called me from the psych ward, and I said, "What are you doing?"
Oh,
yeah. And then August was another time, and August was the very first time I ever shared with anybody that I talked to her. Otherwise, I was never going to. But I put out that information. That I asked for permission for. And you can hear it on the call.
Oh.
Do I have your permission? Letecia knew what I was putting out there. I said, hey, I shared this letter because you're talking really crazy.
Wait.
And
Right.
she didn't care.
Wow.
Sorry, I know we started the calls in October of 2020. We must have gone back. Then we must have gone back.
We did get June. We got June by accident. And then I don't know if we went back or just went forward.
Yeah, no, because I feel like I didn't hear calls from you until maybe the end of 2020, the beginning of 2021.
I think my last phone call with her was, besides prison,
there's calls. Okay, this is my problem. This is my math issue.
Yeah, there's
not thinking. No, because we didn't get those early calls. That's why. Duh, Jen. Okay, please keep going. I just my brain was like, wait. I act like just because the first time I heard a call between you, that must be the first time you ever spoke. No, Jen, get your life right. No, sorry about that, kid.
But that June call,
sorry about that.
The
June to everybody
that you say. The June call that horribly delayed. Matter of fact, I might like jump down and come straight back up to see if that fixes it. But the June call, we did get that one by accident because we ordered June of 2021 and she accidentally sent June of 2020. So we have listened to her calling you from the psych ward. I just don't remember it because there's so many calls.
Yeah, we did.
You guys, I never recorded her calls. Remember I told you that? My mom went into the nursing home
Yeah.
and then I put that thing on my phone.
Yep.
So they did record that. Did you hear what I said? What are you calling me there for?
That okay, to be
I can't
fair,
remember.
Kit,
It's been so long.
what had happened was Allie
I
and
was
I got
laughing at
them,
her.
and we got them, and it was a surprise. And I emailed the custodian, and I said, "Hey, you sent these by accident. This is not what we ordered." And I offered to when I say I'm the one that authored the email, but Allie and I were doing it together. We were talking together through the whole time. And I said, and we had offered to pay for them. And because we didn't want to just put them out because it was a mistake and we didn't pay for them. And we felt like the right thing to do was to ask. So
Right.
we asked her and she said, no, you don't have to pay me. It's my bad. Go ahead.
Oh,
And
wow.
so we put them out at the same time. So, but we just hurried and put them out. So we played the calls directly from the player, and it was like 8 hours of back and forth between my channel and Allie's channel. So I have to be honest with you, some of those calls are like just I don't even remember. Like my mind has completely overwritten that data and blanked them out. So I don't remember. But I mean, I believe you. I believe you. If you say, I'm sure it was on there. I just don't remember it.
Oh, it was funny because I was laughing. I'm like, why are you calling me from there? Well, this girl that's in my room, she's crazy. She's putting poop all over the wall. And I'm like laughing. I go, I don't mean to laugh, but
the girl that's in there is crazy. Letecia, you're in there.
She goes, they're crazy in here. And I'm like, yeah.
See, but to me, that's super indicative of the fact that I'm not saying she doesn't have some type of mental health issue. I'm sure that she does. I'm not qualified to diagnose, nor would I want to even try with her. But the way that she acts about her mental health, just in general, she sort of poo-poos. Yet here she is claiming not guilty by reason of insanity.
Right.
I mean, it's preposterous because it's an affirmative defense, right? You're admitting that you did it. But what you're saying is that the defect in your mental health in that moment was so severe that you could not tell right from wrong, understand what right from wrong is, or control your behavior with right from wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous that she, would claim that. But I was curious. You're the closest person to like an Aunt Brenda, or even maybe Harley will talk about it, but anybody, or Amy Lang or Amy B, you're aside from those people, you're the only other person who was talking to her before she made that plea, before she changed it. And I was just curious how that made you feel.
To me, I'm like, you're guilty,
Right. But like,
well, it was so confusing because they were trying
there you
to
go.
say, they were hi,
Allie.
they were trying to say all these dissociative disorder. What was that again? They said she had.
She had DID.
See, what I'm hoping to get into.
Dissociative identity disorder is
go.
what she says she has, or she's claiming she has. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm hoping to get into my laptop from 3 years ago because I saved everything I've written to her. So I'm hoping I can get into that laptop. I'm locked out. But I'm like, this would show the people, you know what I mean? This is how I talk to her. I mean, I don't lie, but I like to show proof of what I say. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Because I'm honest like that. Sorry, guys.
You got locked out of your laptop?
Yeah, I'm on my 5th laptop since I've been making videos. So yeah.
Oh.
And I did lose a bunch of letters from her. Here, let me show you guys this here real quick. Okay, I'm gonna go on camera, but just never mind me because I haven't been feeling good, guys. It's been a tough month.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon.
The 3rd was when my mom died of June. The 17th was her birthday, and yesterday is when we buried her. So
Oh, I'm so sorry, babe. It's hard to lose a mom. I've been there.
I'm telling you. All right. Just ignore it. Okay.
Okay.
This is what I got here. Oh. Oh. No. Look at me. Oh, shit. All right. Hold on. I don't want nobody to see my name.
Oh.
Do you see that? Do you see that all?
No, because the way that the green screen is working.
Here,
Yeah, we can see the binder.
That's full.
Okay. Those are all those letters. Gotcha.
And more.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I want to show you guys this. I marked up. Oh, here, Alex. Sorry. I marked up my letter, you guys, because I have somebody that's a thief that likes to take my stuff, okay, as their own. But these are the ones that aren't marked, just so you know.
Okay.
I am so sorry. I was trying to connect. Uh-oh.
I think she meant to turn the camera and she kicked herself out.
Sorry.
I think my delay's gone.
I get a little cocky there. I can't help it because I've been victimized by somebody on the internet. Okay?
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame because you want to know why it's a damn shame? Because I gave this person my heart. I really did care about this person, and to get used, boom, just like that. And I was warned from 3 other people previous to me. Watch your back.
Right.
Watch yourself.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, she's good. She's good. She's my friend. Yeah, right. Bitch. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyways, so there's that. No, but believe me, we're gonna come head to head one day. I mean, she thinks she's can come into my emails and telling me, try to like bully me. No, I'm not being nice no more. I don't have to be.
Well, actually, so just let me say, I had seen some of the letters with you long before I even knew who you were, knew you had a channel. I did not hear exactly, I don't know. I wish that I would have heard it from you first immediately or came to your channel. I didn't know about it. But I think that letters got out and people without your permission, right? So
Yeah. You know what? I didn't care if anybody, they just say, hey. And I'm like, yeah, no problem. I put all my shit on private. And the thing about it is, I had 2 people come to me after they found out what happened to me, and they had me come on their panel because they went through similar things with her. And they said, hey, she texts me your letters too. I'm like, what?
right.
I go, you're kidding. They said, but don't be hard on yourself. Don't let her bully you. We know you're a good person. I'm like, thank you. I don't bother anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it hurt. It hurt bad because I had a lot of people coming for me.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
Full transparency. I believed what I was told. And what I should have done is not, or at least maybe come and ask you yourself. But I believed the explanation that I was given because I didn't have a reason not to. And I should not have done that. I'm too old to be, I'm 47 years old. I know better. I just, and so I apologize for that. I should have come and asked you.
No, I get that. And I'm the easiest person to talk to. And I finally stood up for myself and told her how bad she hurt me and how she's lying to the people because I don't lie. And she knows that. I'm honest. And your loyalty means a lot. Loyalty and honesty, okay? But I'm not the only one she took a letter from, you guys. And I can say this because it's my girl, Jules. Another day in the car. She got one of her letters too. Got one off of her.
Wow.
I'm not the only one.
Well, you
But what she
know,
did to me is dirty, dirty, dirty. She did it at a time I was grieving my mother, my dad having cancer, and my son tried to commit suicide. I mean, come on. All at one time? And
yeah.
you're coming at me? And I finally just gave it up and I said, you promise you're not going to share these. You promise. And she said, no, I'm going to use it, for my book. Not in her book, but to, compare notes or whatever with her. I'm like, you promise, you promise, you promise. Because she's not telling the people the phone calls in between our text messages. And that's another thing. She's sharing my text messages, our private messages. Do you know, to this day, I've never shared anything of our private combo. I would never do that.
Well, you know, it's unfortunate, but I've learned this lesson a few times on here. Sometimes you might think people are your friends and maybe they just want to grow, maybe they want whatever documents you have, maybe they want to just whatever. There's different reasons on here where people have ulterior motives, and you don't realize that going in if you're not like that. So when it happens to you, it hurts really bad and it hits really hard, and all we can do is keep it pushing and remember that for the next time, you know.
Right. And the thing about it is, I wanted to share everything with everybody. You know what I mean? And I was. I'm like, yeah, let's share
Right.
this. I got another letter. Let's check this out. You know what I mean? I never hid anything from anybody. And then I got frustrated and I just put everything on private. I'm like, fuck it. I've had enough of the bullshit. But now I'm in a better place, kinda. It may not seem like it, you guys, but I am.
Well, good. I'm glad you're in a better place.
Yeah, I am. I am.
All right, so let's get to it.
Let's do
Not talking. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Okay, you guys went through all this stuff, right? The letters that she gave that one girl. And I did make a video, you guys, a while back of the girl that snitched on her, and that girl got some less time for that. You know that, right?
Oh, she got rewarded for
Yes, she sure
telling.
did. She
How
did.
much less time did she get?
She got out, I think, a week or two after.
Oh, wow. What was
Yeah.
she even in there for? I don't even remember
Wow.
now.
Prostitution and drugs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so the date here, I was looking at the date. The date here was 5/18 about this letter, right? About these letters. Where she and she said she's writing a letter to her daughter, right? I wrote her and I
Oh,
said, "What the
yes.
hell are you thinking?" Right?
Mhm.
Her letter dated to me is 6/13/2020. Okay.
Okay.
We pretty much know, right, guys? Here, and these are the letters,
Okay.
and I
see.
can't read those, but you want to see mine? Let's look at mine. All right, here we go. And thank you for being here and helping me through this.
Oh, no problem.
It's like the
Thank you
first
for
time I've been
sharing them.
alive.
Yeah, thank you for sharing them.
I've always wanted to share everything. So yeah, I marked this bitch up, didn't I?
That's all right.
That's all right.
All right, so the first page says, Darla, I will make this short. Mind you, it's 4 pages. I will make this short. So I didn't find your letter to be non-gentle or judgmental or nice. I understand real talk, but I have no clue what you're talking about. Money or my account. You know what? I don't even know what the fuck that's about, you guys. And second, I'm going to trust in a strategic method of my legal counsel. Next, you have no idea what you're talking about. You have seen my handwriting, and it's clearly an imitation of hers. Now, I say that because I said, what did I say to her about the writing? I said it looked like her handwriting or something. Here, let me go back here, you guys.
So this is you writing to the person who ultimately gave up the letters to Letecia, or is this you writing to Letecia?
This is Letecia writing back to me.
Oh, this is Letecia to you. See, this is where I was confused.
Yeah, because remember,
Okay.
all my 2020 stuff is locked in that laptop. So I don't got my My
I'm gonna
letters.
have to work. We're gonna have to figure out how to get you back in there.
I know,
Are you,
right?
what do you need? Just like what do you can't remember your passcode to get into it?
No, not at all. You would think that you would want to remember that, right? I'm like, ooh, I got a new computer. You forget,
Right.
and so on. And
Right.
so, but when I get it, it'll be good. Okay, so then she says, you have seen my writing, which she's written to me in all different types of writing, you guys. I don't think every letter's
Ooh.
even the same with her.
I will say this. I noticed that last night or the night before or 2 nights ago, whenever the hell that was, it's been a minute, when we were going over her amendments to her lawsuit, her
Yeah.
handwriting is not always the same.
No,
You
it's
wonder
not.
if she does
I
it
mean,
purposely or on
yeah,
accident. Okay.
yes, because she's only just changing stuff slightly, but the flow of the way she writes is the same. What she's changing is the way that she writes certain letters. Like um, instead of the classic way of writing the letter A, which is just the half
The
circle and
last
then
word.
down.
Certain what?
Huh?
Oh,
What?
I don't. Oh man, it might have been me that cut out. I didn't hear. Was it just me or was it Jen? Because I didn't hear you after certain, the word certain, like maybe 30 seconds ago.
Okay. So
I'm
it's
sorry.
just certain letters that she writes. So like the A, she doesn't write the A the traditional way, which is a half circle and then down, she uses that almost like the typewriter with the old
Yeah.
fashioned way to write the
Okay.
A.
Okay.
So,
Right.
but it's not completely different handwriting. It's just sort of, she changes the way like she's writing this in cursive. You know what I mean?
Right.
She just changes it a little bit. It's not like a completely different handwriting. Hang on, I got to take
Right.
care of the dog. I'll be right back. But I'm
Okay.
listening.
Bless
Bless
you.
you. And also, I noticed like she'll start out writing really nice, but by the end of the letter, you can't read it.
See, I kind of do stuff like that though. Now that I'm thinking about it, like I will switch up my handwriting a little bit, or if I write a lot, then I'll get lazy and the writing will like get worse as I go. So I can't, I wonder if she's doing that intentionally. I bet you she is because the different personalities, which I would love to hear about that, like from you. What if she started that, like acting like different people, and all
I
that
thought
kind of
she
stuff?
was. I really did.
Oh, wow. Sorry,
It
there's a
it
loud plane.
it
It's
really
gone.
scared me there for a minute. I'm like, oh my God.
Wow. That's so interesting. So would she just like talk in different voices and like,
Yes.
oh my gosh. Okay. Wow.
I'd be like, oh my God. And then I would ask her about it. I go, what's going on here? I don't know what you're talking about. I go, who's Taylor? Who's this? Vampires in training? What's this about?
Yeah. She says all kinds of off the wall shit. I couldn't imagine what you would think. Like if somebody seriously said to me, "Oh yeah, they took my intestines last night, and they they brought him back this morning though, and all the kind of stuff." Or I got my fangs because I heard her telling Harley the other day when we listened to a call with her and Harley. She's like, "I got my fangs," and Harley's like, "Okay," and she's like, "Yeah, I'm just so excited. Like I finally got them." And it's just, I don't know, bizarre. But sorry, you can keep going. Didn't
Well,
mean to interrupt.
what was I going to say about that? Well, there's so much to say. Because you know what? I've had to sit there and bottle things up. You know what I mean? Really not having
Yeah,
anybody to talk to. But like I said, I mean, if you're going to write these crazies, guard yourself. And I do talk to
protect
a lot of
yourself.
crazies. You know that Wade Wilson? I talked to Wade.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah. I
What did
talked to
he
Son of
say?
Sam. I talked to them all. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wait, but
Yeah.
what did it? What, like the guy that's up for trial now that has like the tattoo smile?
Yeah, the Joker, I call him. Oh, yeah. Me and him go back and
Yeah.
forth
Oh
because he's cocky.
wow.
He's like, well, I want nothing from you. I told him what I do. You say you're being set up. Well, tell me how then. And then, By the end of the conversation, he's like, well, I think I'll give you an interview. I thought, well, you know what, dude? I'm honest with you. I'm saying what I have to say, and I don't have to talk to you. You know what I mean? I just gave him what he was given.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, how interesting. I find that
So,
stuff really interesting.
I mean, I haven't talked to him on the computer or anything like that. Just emails. But he's something else.
Yeah.
He is
Wow.
dangerous. He is scary, and thank God. Okay, if you're going to write anybody in Iowa, people, I'm just giving you a fair warning. In Iowa, they get your name, they get your address, and your phone number. And
Oh.
believe me, they will be calling you. It's the only state that I know of that does that.
Mm.
And they don't tell you that on the website. That this inmate, the inmate will know your name, but not everything else anywhere else that I know of.
Yeah. Wow. That's so interesting.
All right, let me see here. Now, what did I say? Okay, you have seen my handwritings clearly in imitation. The wand was talking. What? The wand? See, I haven't read this stuff for a long time, you guys. The wand was talking about a movie. Oh, the wand was talking about a movie where a guy paid millions to help him escape. If I only said I'm going to use a broomstick out loud. See? No, she said out loud. She wrote it on paper, though.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
So she told me, she said it out loud.
broomstick out loud. I can read it now.
Yep.
I
That
can
was it.
zoom.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see now. Oh my gosh. The ward was talking about the ward. Is that what it's supposed to be?
yeah, the ward.
Okay.
But she
I
told
only.
me she was writing a book. Oh, let me tell you about something else. I'm going to say, we mentioned book real quick.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I don't care if she's writing a book. I'm writing my own book.
Oh wow.
I'm not talking to her. I'm like, whoa, okay.
Well, can she actually make? Wait. Okay. Is it against the law for her to write a book on, like, on, I guess, on the case, and then again, and I know Jen might know this for sure, but like, what about, did she ever mention that to you? Because I don't know if she can profit from the case, but she could also just write a book on herself and her life or something like that, you
Well, I
know?
know there's a Son of Sam law, and I don't know if this has anything. Okay, some states have it, some don't. Like Son of Sam, any of his writings goes to the victims.
Right.
Any of his writings do. He can't profit off of any of it.
I wonder if it's that way there and if she actually ever really was serious about writing a book.
Yep,
Well, I'm sure she's serious about a lot of things. She's an idiot. Anyway, okay. So there are Son of Sam laws, and I can't remember if Colorado is one of them. Missouri, I know, doesn't have Son of Sam law, but that's at the state level. Federally, though, the Son of Sam law has been ruled unconstitutional as it violates their First Amendment right to speak. So if it would go like what Kit said, if Letecia were to write a book, okay, and if it were published, and if people were to buy it, she has fines and she has to pay into the victims compensation fund. So
Right.
anything that she makes in, like, at all period, even while she's in prison, when she gets a job, they take their cut first and she's left with a little bit. They won't take all of her money from her prison job. They'll just take a cut of it. But like for the rest of the stuff, it will all go to what she owes.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense.
It's interesting. We'll see if she ever does. I'm sure you're right. She probably was serious.
Did you, when you read the documents with her, that civil suit, didn't she say she's unable to work? They won't let her work?
Yeah,
Yes.
but prior to that, she did have a job.
Oh, she did.
She was, I think that she was in something having to do with like janitorial, because one of the incidents, there was a hearing and they told her not to report to work. And then she says that when she didn't report to work, they punished her for not reporting to work. Yeah.
It's always everybody else.
Oh, always.
Yeah.
Tisha never does anything. What's wrong with you people? You're just mean.
I'm sorry, though. I find this letter right here particularly fascinating because of I just said I was going. The ward was talking about something where she says, wait, I only said I'm going to use a broomstick out loud. Other people were saying they were going to use a C4 bomb. Like, she's always explaining shit away. And if that's her explaining away the broomstick thing, like, okay, Tisha, I don't know. It's just interesting knowing that what we know about the escape.
Right.
Right?
Her excuse is there was a conversation taking place that was about a movie and about escaping. And as part of that conversation, Letecia said she would use a broomstick. So somebody, for no reason, all the inmates apparently on the ward were talking about this specific movie and what they would do to escape, their escape plans. But Letecia, somebody copied her handwriting and wrote a letter to Harley and used what Letecia said. That's what she's trying to say. What a fucking maroon. I can't with her.
Yeah.
Okay. Other people were saying they're using a C4 bomb, while others said they were. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, the figurines book.
Mm-hmm.
I remember something about that.
Oh, here we go about the helicopter.
Oh,
All right. We're getting a helicopter to come on the rec yard. Okay. Oh, God, I can't read her writing.
It was all jokes and fun until the deputy that hates me denies attorney visits and shows inmates YouTube videos of me came on and threatened the other inmate to, that says, let me see.
Tell.
Go ahead, Allie, you pick it up. We'll just go around the table. Be like when we were in grade school. Remember how everybody had to take turns reading?
Okay. To tell on me, to tell on me on her girlfriend. Obviously, she was choosing me, not her girl, or her girlfriend. Sorry, or her girlfriend. Obviously, she was choosing me, not her girl. Then she gave her estimate. Wait, what does that say? Extra time out and commissary. Do other girls something Hannibal? But I wouldn't have pointed. Yeah, I can't read it. You guys
I know
have to
the writing's hard to read.
It is hard to read. Sorry. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to do it. I
The
don't
girl
think
feels horrible.
Okay. Hold on.
But I would have pointed out.
How's this? Is it better? No.
Pointed out. No, it is better. Keep doing that. Go back.
Okay.
Pointed out. No, I would have pointed fingers at the person. I wouldn't have pointed fingers at the person I loved either. Can you
blame her?
Let me get my attitude. So, contrary to your words, or to your words, there was no plan of anything, just stupid talk about a broom, which people who are smart will know. A broomstick was the weakest of all responses to the movie. I, unfortunately, happened to be out and about when the cop who makes
There you go.
Oh my God, Letecia.
my life miserable walked in. And you yourself should know that. It's okay to threaten my life. And DA's office responds with free speech, but a broomstick is a crime. So we punish people for their thoughts, jokes now. Okay, we need to punish. Let's see. It's because of the thing.
Where are we?
You should have realized how ridiculous
People for
that
their
was.
thoughts and jokes now.
Yeah, you should have
Punish
realized
people for
how
their thoughts and
ridiculous that was. And if you find me guilty over a broomstick joke, which is not even in my handwriting, then I'm glad you aren't a jury member. I'll close now and hope that you
She was
aren't
mad at me.
Oh, she been mad. I'll close now and hope that you aren't so quick to what is that?
Give me a letter that's rude.
After this, I'm not screwed at all because I did not.
Did you tell her she was screwed?
Yeah, I did. That's right. I did tell her she's screwed.
Because I did not really, Letecia, murder, abuse anyone. So you have your opinion. Everyone has one. I hate to see how you would act after the evidence hearing, which the DA's office gets to paint a fake image and, oh my Jesus, alter evidence to the public's liking. Experts will come in, handwriting experts too. Until then, you're right. I'll refrain from talking to people against me. Sorry you feel like
That way.
Yeah, something.
Feel that way.
Feel that way. I'm good.
Oh my God. Wow. What'd you say to her though? Like,
I know,
can you
right?
remember? Oh my God. I'm sure it was awesome.
I told you. She was
good.
mad at me. I said, what the hell are you thinking, Letecia? You're really screwed. Are you saying you're guilty of something there? Or I don't know how I said it, but I remember those parts.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she was guys.
Good on you, man, for not, because everyone she talks to takes her shit and just sits there and like doesn't call her out for stuff. So
or question her. You don't even you don't even have to straight call her out. Just ask a follow-up question or two. Other than Amy laying over here talking about, now, are these ninjas that you see, or does everybody see these ninjas?
No.
Oh yeah, that's what she does.
No, I'd be like, what? And that's another thing. I guess her and Amy, well, who knows for sure, don't talk. She goes, Amy don't like you anyways, and it doesn't matter because Amy's a meth addict. That's what she said to me.
Yes, but we heard a call, I believe either in June of 2021 or May of 2021, where she's talking badly about you to Amy Lang. So of course she does. She puts people against each other all the time. That's who she is. I mean, look what she does to Harley and Aunt Brenda.
I don't even remember that, Jen. What was she saying?
She was, I can't remember exactly. I have to go back and hear it, but I know it was a reference to Kit because of something that she said.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You see, and like I've said to other people, I think Letecia was studying each of one of us that she was writing. Okay.
Right.
And she knew who would believe what and who would take what.
Oh yeah.
I figured this all out at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
she was writing to people before she was writing to me. She was writing to Jules. She told Jules the same thing. She wrote to WATF channel. Who else?
Oh yeah, wicked truths and F bombs.
Yeah, that one.
Wow.
And see, I did not want to know anything about her case. I would I didn't like her talking about her case to me. I didn't want to be responsible for anything, and I would tell her that. But she just couldn't help herself.
but did she ever tell you anything about her case that was true? Or did she tell you things the same way that she tells like Amy Lang things? So she had a whole story for Amy that revolved around E, her pretend son,
Yeah.
and them videoing her and she was sleepwalking.
No, not that.
And Lena, see, no, I know, I'm not saying that she told you that, but just anything that, so while the totality of the story that she told Amy was obviously bullshit because there's no E and there is no son. There are elements of that story that I think might be true, particularly the part where she says Lena woke up. And I do wonder if the night that she murdered Gannon, if Lena, and she was cleaning, really cleaning, and figuring out what she was going to do with his little body, if Lena didn't wake up. See, I think Letecia leaks. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's truth within the lies.
Right.
The thing that was consistent with her, that she always said that she's covering for
I
Al.
lost all sound for the last minute or so. So I last heard when she was really cleaning. If there were, but I got what you were getting to. If some of those parts were true, and I believe so because like that. Remember, Gruesing and them saying like they kept her talking because she leaks like the phone calls with Al, and yeah. So I think she can't help it but spill little details that are true.
How could you keep something like that? Well, number one, how could you do it? I will never understand these people, even though I'd like to try. I don't know. How did they get there?
I think for Letecia, I think that she has got some variant of the cluster B personality traits, and I think that she was very, because now I do remember Amy Lang having still all the way after Letecia's trial in 2023 the login and password to one of Letecia's accounts, her email accounts.
Really?
And she did read emails between Letecia and Al that were maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a month before the murders happened. They were relatively short span of time between when she committed the murder and wrote these emails, and she did read them. And I think that Letecia was really, really resentful and angry at Al. And I think that she took the one thing from him that she felt would hurt him the most, which is his son, because that's all children are legacies, whether they're female or male. But you guys know how it is for men. The male carries on the last name. So the last name, your surname, and it's a big deal for guys. And, or for some guys, most guys, I don't know about all guys. I don't know all guys, but most men. So it's a big deal. And she essentially took that away from Al. It's his legacy. And I don't think that when she did it, I don't think Landon was in her mind. I used to think that. before I went through the whole trial, listened to the calls and all of that. And although I think that she's incredibly resentful of Landon and jealous of Landon, I don't think that Landon, in my opinion, was collateral damage to Letecia. I don't think she cared one way or another how it impacted Landon. The person she truly wanted to hurt was Al. And that's exactly what she did. That's why she came up with the stories, leading on everybody on wild goose chases. That's why after she was arrested, she would tell people like Amy B and Amy Lang horrible things, make horrible accusations about Al, because she wanted that stuff out there. It was not enough for her that she took his son. She wanted to ruin him completely. That's what I think.
She never talked bad to me about Landon at all. She said she was helping her get the kids from Al.
Yeah, that's what that is a consistent. That's what she said when she was in her first interrogation interview. They were cahoots, and she had the whole file on her phone called Cahoots, which is where I came up with Cahooting Cahooters. Letecia gives a lot as a person, not her crime, but as a person, she's like, the jokes pretty much just write themselves. I don't really have to think very hard. She's a ton of material. But yeah, that was her like story, which is interesting because I think in the beginning, I really did think that because of how many times she mentioned Landon in those pretext phone calls, I really thought that she was jealous over Landon. But over time, I realized that her true intended target was Al. That's the person she wanted to hurt the most. That's who she wanted to punish and make them suffer. It was Al, not Landon.
He was having an affair, from what she told me.
Letecia was?
Really?
No, he was.
Oh, he was, yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Because, whenever I talk to her, I ask her on that Getting Out app. So there was a moment she got really mad at me, and I didn't put all of this out on my channel, so a lot of people don't know, but at one point I said something to her she was playing stupid, and I said, are you ever gonna just be truthful and hold yourself accountable for what you've done? You can't move forward or ever grow in life if you don't just tell the truth and apologize for real. And she was like, I don't know who you think you are, but I don't know you anything. She's like, which she was honestly right. I thought about it after a minute, and I was like, well, damn, who am I to her? But she, you don't owe it to me, which is what I said to her. I was like, no, you don't owe it to me personally, but you do owe it to yourself, to your kids, or to Harley, your kid, Gannon, whatever I said. But anyways, there was a moment there where I felt like she kind of opened up, because she told me, she was like, no, you're right. She said, I have to put on a tough face because I'm in prison. And she said, if not, I'd be a target, obviously. But if you think there's not moments when I go to my cell and cry at night, you would be wrong. And I was surprised. She kind of opened up for a minute. So then I asked her if her and Al, where did things go wrong? And was there a lot of cheating and stuff? Did he ever cheat on her? And she told me no.
For real?
Yeah. Yep. She's like, no, there was no cheating, not that I know of. I think her ego wouldn't, even the way she said it in the moment, I remember thinking, even if there was, you wouldn't tell me, because it was like an ego thing, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
She's never going to be able to move on. I don't think she's all worried about her image.
Yep. Her ego, and exactly.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think that Letecia is never, she's going to continue perpetuating somebody else did it until the end of time. Well, let me say, wait, let me back that up. I mean, it's always possible that she may not. There have been people who have, went most of their prison sentences and saying that they are innocent, and then they finally, admit. So that, I just don't see that as a strong possibility in Letecia. She doesn't even really, won't even take accountability for the money that she took out of their account and lied to him about it over and over before anything ever happened to Gannon. Listen, you take $5,000 from me and we're done. I don't give a rat's fat knee cat. Yeah, she took money from Al. They talk about it in the pretext phone calls.
Oh, see, I haven't heard those.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys know about this case or about Letecia on Facebook before she got caught? Because I didn't until after she was arrested. I never knew what she was doing online.
I don't know if I knew real time because I was watching real time, but the way I found it, I'll never forget it. I remember where I was standing when I saw that he was missing. I was watching a plunder video, and I lived in West Virginia, but I was standing in my mom's house, and I watched, like, because at the time Orrin and Orson West were missing too, I believe, and I was watching Plunder a lot, and she did a video on it. Now, I don't know if I learned then or like shortly after about all of her shenanigans on Facebook, but like, are you talking about she had all these different accounts, she was arguing with people in Facebook groups, like all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about that. A lot of people ask me that. I'm like, I have no idea. I didn't know who she was on Facebook. I didn't know.
I knew what she was doing on Facebook through YouTube because at that point I just was over Facebook. I had a Facebook. I just didn't ever I wasn't participating and going in any groups or anything like that. But I knew I followed the case and everything that was happening with the case, including her shenanigans on Facebook, on YouTube. But I didn't didn't join any of the groups or anything like that.
Didn't she also put stuff out there about Landon? I think I heard in those groups. But she pretended to be somebody else. I don't know. These are just things I heard. I don't know.
Yes. So part of it, yes. I don't know. Like, she pretended to be all kinds of people, and she was talking about, she was like trying to blame and put suspicion on Mike.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and she was saying stuff like that, and it leaks. I remember that's like in some of the case stuff too. I can't remember if it's a text or something where she's like blaming them. She was like basically, she was talking all kinds of shit about Landon on Facebook, actually, now that I think about it. She was talking about her past, just trying to make her look bad. That's what she was like. Yeah, a lot of that.
She was never able to say Gannon's name to me. The only first time she ever said his name is after she was sentenced.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
What did it sound like when she said it after she was sentenced? Did she like?
I was in shock. I can't remember what she said to me right off the top of my head. I'm like, whoa, she said his name for the first time ever.
She should have to say it every day.
Did she say his whole name or did she call him G-Man?
Nope, she said his full name.
Lord?
Yep.
So she talked about Landon, but in a good way to you?
Yep, she sure did. Probably because I talked about Landon in a good way. You know what I mean? So she's like, oh, I better not talk bad about her. You know what I mean?
I in all the phone calls we've listened to, Allie, if we really think about it, I don't think now I'm not saying that she sung Landon's praises or anything like that, but she didn't. I cannot remember her talking poorly about Landon on the phone calls either.
Oh, okay.
In the jail calls, the pretext calls, now that's a different story.
I don't think I remember her doing it either, but
in the pretext calls she did, because she was bigly mad that that she saw Al and Landon together at press conferences and hugging and all of those things. And
Yes.
her
And
nose
Landon
was,
was in her house.
yes, and her nose was completely out of joint when Gannon was first reported missing, and Landon was staying at the house. Remember, and she was mad that Landon used
Yes.
her shampoo. Well, bitch, somebody ought to use it. Lord knows you don't.
Yes. I remember
You
that.
stingy ass.
Who is Amy Bolton?
Amy is a friend of hers from where they grew up together. They were friends when they were kids, and they taught together. And I feel like with Amy Bolton, Amy was trying to get Letecia to allow Harley to testify or at least give a deposition, speak to Landon's attorney for the custody of Lena when Al and Landon were fighting over custody of Lena. And while I think that, I'm not saying that Letecia ever said Landon is a great person, she's loads of fun, none of that stuff. I'm not saying that. But I don't remember her saying, like, actually bad mouthing Lena or Landon. I do remember her being annoyed and irritated that Landon gave Harley that locket. I know she was mad about that. And you could tell she was miffed. But as far as actually saying something like calling Landon a name or something derogatory, that I don't remember. But I can't, I have to be completely transparent. Sometimes I just associate when Leticia's talking, especially when she's doing that really, really rapid talking, and then in between she pants like a dog. I completely tune out sometimes.
Well, I got a kick out of her and Amy Lang's conversations. Like, wow.
I get a kick out of no matter what Amy Lang says, she laughs after it.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah,
you got
that's
Amy laughing and Tisha panting. It's a nightmare.
But that's why I say I'm glad you called her out, like on the escape and stuff, because we know Amy don't. She just feeds into it and laughs like Tisha's the coolest person in the world.
Do you remember that one call? Well, I haven't seen them all, but where she's vaping. And she said something about her asthma. Well, you're vaping.
Oh God.
Okay.
Yes.
That's not helping.
It's asthma medicine. Yes. She's like, oh yeah, I gotta take my asthma medicine, and then hits the nicotine vape. Everyone's like, I won't forget the chat that night, Jen, and us talking about it. They're all like, no, that's not it. That's
And
a vape.
of course,
Okay.
putting on the screen that funny face, who she resembles.
Oh yeah,
Ross.
Oh my God, it was so funny. I was laughing so hard that night. I did not leave the chat. I was there the whole time. I was laughing so hard.
Well, we have some new ones coming. We've been waiting on.
Oh, good.
They are from the month that she changes her plea to not guilty by reason of insanity.
Ooh, I bet those are going to be good.
We want to see what the family has to say about it and stuff. So, like what Harley says, what Brenda says, what Amy B. That's who I'm very. I really want to know what she says, because she just surprises me going along with her stuff sometimes.
Amy Lang has an arm's length list of elements.
My favorite is Letecia talking about how she doesn't believe in medications, while 2 months prior or a year prior, she's in that damn investigation office, or in the cop shop in the interrogation room, talking about, I need my Ativan. Fuck, Ativan is medication. Last I checked, it's not homeopathic, ma'am.
And I was wondering, was she on any like opiates or anything?
Well,
does anybody know?
We don't know for sure. Now I'll say this. After she did that initial interrogation or interview, at the cop shop. And then they promptly took her right on down to the hospital. She did have her blood drawn.
Oh, she did.
She did. But we don't know the results of that. We don't know what they tested her for, like if they ran a tox screen. We don't know, if they did run a tox screen, what, if anything, showed up. I mean, she's admitted that she's on Ativan. So if nothing else, she's going to test for benzos.
Right.
But as far as anything else, we don't know.
Well, and if not, that's really scary, you guys.
To what?
That's really scary to not be on anything. Or was she on any medicine for like any mental illness?
Just Ativan.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. That's all we know. Now, she's lied repeatedly. There's some medical records allegedly, supposedly in Canada that nobody ever could find. There's other places that she said she has medical records that, of course, nobody could find because it was all made up. She said that she was diagnosed as a schizophrenic and all kinds of other stuff. But no.
Yeah, we already did the letter. Yes, I do, but I haven't talked to her for a month. But I bet you after this live, within the next week, I will be hearing from her. Because like I said, anytime I talk to her or she finds out like I'm on any panel, I hear from her.
Well, she certainly watches. There's somebody that watches our channels and reports to her because when I was at the beach, somebody had sent me a picture. They saw her in a pen pals group on Facebook. So I made like a short video and I showed the pictures that were on the post of, like, it had 3 pictures of Tisha and a paragraph about, this is Taylor. She likes this and that. Please write her at this address. And so I made a short video just showing what was in it. And she sent me a message on the Getting Out app, which I cannot delete now because I have to keep it for other reasons. And so I'm on there no matter what. And yeah, she sent a message and was like, that's not that. I didn't do that. And like responding to my video.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think so, Neat Noodle. I don't think the blood draw would have just been standard because she went in for a fake medical emergency. Remember what she told the cops that got her into the hospital in the first place. She was going to have to go to the hospital anyway. But the issue was she did not want a police escort because, remember, she didn't want to cause a scene. So then she proceeds to have a whole panic attack, trying to pretend it was some sort of hybrid of a panic attack and heart attack. And remember, when they asked her what her name was, she said 76 or whatever the fuck it was she said. Remember? So if they were, but the whole reason they wanted her in there and what were examining her was for SA. So if they ran a blood draw, she did mention some things about that attack. So they might have run a full panel. And sometimes if you're in there and you are, like, one time I had a panic attack, the very first panic attack I ever had, and I didn't know what it was. And I went to the emergency room and they ran a tox screen on me too. So you never know. I don't know what they did.
Kit, I have a question. Okay, 2 questions actually. The first one is in reference to, the first one is, would you be interested in coming on to my channel and letting us ask questions, Jen, if you want to come, and about like when you had talked to Tisha and your experience with it and stuff? But I mean, I'll show you.
Anytime, you know that.
Yay, awesome. I would love to do that. I just want to like take like a week and think of some good questions about her and about the things that she said. I don't know, just let me think on it, and then I would love to do that. And the other thing was, so in the incident reports, there was several reports about like other inmates wanting to beat her up And I was curious because someone, Bushi, had mentioned and asked something similar in the chat. Did she ever mention that to you, like people mistreating her? And I might re-ask you on my channel too. But yeah, because there
Um,
was several people that went to guards and were like, I want to beat her up and different things like that.
I think she said the stuff will have to come back to me. But in Kansas, nobody messes with her,
Oh.
and they know that she used to play baseball.
Oh, okay.
Nobody messes with her in Kansas, and how come she's suing Kansas?
You know.
Well,
Other
the guards, but
Hey, which will be good, Alex, because it'll refresh my memory on all this. Like, I haven't read that letter in what, 3 years, 4 years?
that'll be
Yeah.
really fun. I'd love to just like ask questions, like a lot of them that we asked tonight, maybe re-asking too, in case people didn't see it. Even though I did share the video, but you know, sometimes people are, I don't know, people might not see it, so I might re-ask some. But yeah, Jen, think of some too if you want, and that'd be
Okay.
fun. And thank you, Kit, for even being willing to answer. I just appreciate that so much.
Absolutely. I'll say this. Whoever is reporting back to Letecia, please report correctly. I have zero interest in speaking to Letecia. Okay. I'm not going to pay to be lied to. All right. And the Getting Out app requires money, and I'm not fixing to pay her to lie to me. Okay. When I can listen, she lies too much. I have no interest in it. Anything that she ever told me, I wouldn't trust anyway, because she's a lying liar face who tells lies. And please quote me correctly on that. That is lying liar face who tells lies.
Well, technically, she pays to lie to you on Getting Out. You don't have to pay her, but like whenever she sent us all kinds of messages and would just reblock, and so I never had the opportunity to say anything to her for the longest time. Now, if you send a message, you do have to pay 10 cents a message, but
I would not pay that woman one penny.
you don't pay her though. She don't
Not
get it.
for me to write to her. If I want to say something to her, I wouldn't pay that heffalump a penny. Hell
Well, she
no.
don't get it. You ain't paying her, you know what I mean? But yeah, you wouldn't pay to write her a penny.
No, I don't have any interest in communicating with Letecia. I'm not judging anybody who does, but I think there are far more fascinating people out there that I would much rather learn about and talk to than Letecia.
That's right, though. Lil Red reminded me. She messaged me, so she sent me like a holiday card or something, like
Who
a
did?
Christmas card, and then she on Getting Out, like a virtual
Oh,
one, and
okay.
then she didn't message me at all for like 6 months or 5 months or something, and then all of a sudden, for some reason, she sent a message, and at the end of it, at the one of the messages, 'cause she sent like one or two messages, and at the end it was like, yeah, I'll answer anything, $25 a question. And I wrote back and was like, haha, good luck with that. Have a nice night or something. But yeah, she did try to get paid to answer questions. Fucking idiot. Excuse my language. What are we looking at?
In 1991, I was reading somebody's comment. Whose comment was I reading?
Lil Red about
Lil
Son of
Red
Sam.
about Son of
About
Sam.
that, and then I read, hey, Duncan. Okay, in 1991, the U.S. Supreme Court anonymously held the Son of Sam law to be unconstitutional. Serious implications. When was this? 1992. I did have the PDF file on that. Okay, I just want to look at something real quick.
Okay.
Here, let me see if I can find a PDF for that so everybody can look at it. Shoot, I can't find it right now, but I will. I just want to look at this video real quick. Let's watch this guard, and I want you guys to look at how he's keeping an eye on her because she was messing with her cuffs. So I was watching that and him.
Understands that this is an emotional case for a lot of people. Almost having a charge of first-degree murder are the judges in this district handle a number of first-degree murder cases all the time. This
Oh,
case
wow.
is the same rules of law, evidence, and procedure that apply to all of those cases. In addition, please remember that audible comments and emotional displays or outbursts are strictly prohibited.
He's
If at any
looking at
time
the
during the
cuffs.
proceedings you feel that at the onset of
You see that?
Yes, he was looking at her cuffs and then back at her and back at the cuffs.
Because she was moving her hands, and it sounds like she has tiny wrists because they went to the juvenile size cuffs.
Mm.
But so I watched this today and I paid attention. I'm like, oh, he's keeping an eye on her hands, all right.
I mean, she slipped cuffs before, so I can understand why they would be watching her cuffs.
Yeah. But didn't she say something to you about it?
To me,
Yeah.
I don't remember. She could have.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that. I'm sorry.
I probably did. Listen, I just don't remember. Look at him. I'm keeping an eye on you.
Yeah. Can you imagine the anxiety if you were a guard transporting her, though?
Right?
That would suck. I wouldn't want to do it. And Lil Red, any question about the documents that you can think of you want me to ask, let me know. And then, like I said, we'll have Kid on again, or we'll talk to her again. We can come back on here again too. I don't care, but yeah.
No, I'll come on your channel. That'd be great. I just wanted to show that because I've read it in one of the incident reports because she acted up before they walked into the courtroom. And then I didn't find the part where she mouthed something to him. So it must have been, they turned on the camera after that.
That's what it was that you said. That I was
Yeah.
you said that was in the incident report. Then that
Yes.
like before. Okay. That.
Yep.
Interesting. I never even thought to go back to the news. That was smart of you, and that was interesting to see.
I want to
Well,
thank,
have you been?
I want to
sorry.
thank
Go ahead.
you and Jen so much for coming on my panel and helping me through this. Because I've had, she's kind of hard to talk about for me, and because of everything I've been through. So it's kind of helping me. Does that make sense, you guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And thank you for having us, and thank you for sharing and feeling comfortable. So that's like the thing with when you're on my channel, or with talking to us anytime. Like, I want you to feel comfortable to share, and I would never let anybody mistreat you because you've talked to her this and that in the chat or anything. So don't worry about that, because I can see why you wouldn't want to share after some of people being so nasty.
Oh, yeah.
I
Like I
mean,
said, I'm going to take all my stuff off of private. I don't know if I told you what's her name. Deets on the Street wanted me to take a few things off private, so I did for her because she's looking into somebody.
I think that, Kit, I think I don't judge anybody for writing to somebody in prison awaiting trial, like Letecia. I think curiosity is a natural thing. However, just for me personally,
Right,
I wouldn't write Letecia's. If I were going to write somebody and ask, try to understand them, or because I understand is not even the right word. I don't think that you could understand. But if I were going to write somebody about their crime, or I mean, it's not like I've never written people in prison. I did have written to the West Memphis Star. I've never written to Damien though. But I believe that they're, but I didn't. I wrote to them after I did all the research and realized that I think they are actually innocent. But anyway, so I would never judge. And I think that when I heard whenever I listen to any of the calls between you and Letecia, I can see how Letecia worked you, because and I remember thinking this in my brain because it's so unusual. That's why it stood out. Letecia actually asked you about like actual stuff that was going on in your life. And
Yeah.
and so I can see how it would come across as, you know, she can't be, you know, that she's actually somewhat human, or she has, you know, human moments, or she, you know, and you went in with the presumption of innocence, which that is the right thing to do. And so I don't, you know, I don't judge you for that. You know, I can tell that she hurt you because you went through a rash of shit because you were open and honest about the fact that you communicated with her, and that caused you to face a lot of judgment. And then in the end, you know, she strung you along like she did, and acted like she didn't do anything, like she didn't do it, and she was being set up, only to end up changing her plea, which is an admittance of guilt.
Right.
And so I can see how that would mess you up. It would mess me up too, you know?
Yeah, I wasn't happy when I wrote her. I'm like, that's it. I'm writing her right now today. She was convicted, and so I did.
Yeah.
And I'm, you know, I think you did deserve an apology. You know, I don't know, like, the last time she spoke to you, is that like, was it nice, or like, what did she want?
She just asking me how I was, and talking about the sports team. Okay, I don't want to say because people are going to know my state and how
Okay.
my team sucks. You know, just small talk like that.
See, I find that to be fascinating, because how are you gonna, not you, but her, how is Letecia going to have talked to you and communicated with you all these months up leading up to her trial, okay, and about how she's innocent and these people have it all wrong, and just wait until they see this video that she doesn't even have because it doesn't exist, right? Because I heard her tell you that. Then she switches her plea, then she's convicted, and then she writes to you, or contacts you, or calls you, or whatever it is, however she communicated with you, and makes small talk, like that's like, I don't know if she keeps the extra audacity up in that matted rat's nest of hair, or in her jumpsuit somewhere. I don't know where she keeps all this extra audacity that she has, but she has so much audacity to do that. Like, she doesn't even come at you, and I don't know. She speaks like nothing, it's just like a new day. Nothing happened. It blows me away about her. I don't know why. I shouldn't be surprised. It's very on brand.
Yep, it's just all small talk about, you know, what's going on.
Like
She seems
nothing
to be
happened.
happy there. And that's why this lawsuit that she's got going on, the civil lawsuit, kind of blows me away, because she don't talk about that place like that. She tells me it's like college.
Wow.
Oh, it's like college now, is it? Huh?
What she told me, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
in her lawsuit,
Like a college dorm. College
oh
dorm.
yeah. Oh
That's
yeah,
what-
they're violating all her rights. First Amendment right, her Eighth Amendment right. They're giving her cruel and unusual punishment. They got her strapped to chairs. They're physically abusive to her. They're mentally abusive to her. They treat her meaner than they treat anybody else in the whole floor who's charged similarly. Yeah.
all
But
those people's names, they're going to find out
oh
that their
yeah.
names on there.
Oh yeah, I said that was a genius move, Tisha. But she's telling you it's like college dorms, and she told Allie it was like Disneyland,
Yeah, she called it Prisneyland.
Disneyland, because she can get KFC.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
they
we're
can
supposed
order
to be
chicken.
I
jealous.
know this stuff ain't funny, but you gotta laugh when
It
it. You just.
it's
Some of it
preposterous.
is.
Some of it is
Yeah.
funny. Saying that you can order KFC and making that like a flex is funny to me. I
Yeah.
mean, KFC is delicious. I'm not going to lie, but that's not like I don't go around and introduce myself to new people and say, "Hi, I'm Jen Lou, and guess what? I can fucking order KFC now from DoorDash." Like, it's not a flex. It's a weird fucking flex, Tisha. We have shoes. Do you? You can choose from like what, 4 different brands? That's also a weird flex. Like, shut up. She's so ridiculous.
Okay, I'm going to tell you guys this.
Okay.
I don't want to call her a friend. Somebody I know.
Okay.
She's she's probably going to go to convicted of murder in Kansas. Oh yeah, that'll be interesting. You know where she's going to go, right?
Topeka.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's where she's going to go. I'm waiting to hear back from her. I'm waiting to hear back,
Interesting.
and it's a good chance that she's going. But she didn't. Any kind of killings, bad. Okay, don't get me wrong, people, but it's not a child.
Right. I can understand that.
So I'm going to say, hey, watch out for that.
I mean, yeah, like in the hierarchy of crimes, obviously murder is the worst thing that you can do.
Yeah, it is.
But murdering a child is worse than that. And
Yeah.
particularly murdering a child that you were a caregiver of, especially if you're the parent. And let's be honest, on what Letecia can slice it however she wants, but at the end of the day, Gannon regarded her as a parent.
Yep.
Yeah.
He trusted her.
Yep.
And she betrayed that trust. And see, this is why I can't talk to Letecia, because Letecia wants to have small talk. And I don't give a rat's fat kneecap whether you order Nike or Adidas, bitch. I don't care. I don't care if you order biscuits and gravy or you don't from KFC, whether you get skin, boneless breasts or whatever. I don't care about any of that shit. I don't care what posters you have. I don't care what gospel music you're listening to on the tablet. And for the love of Pete, stop singing. You could not carry a tune, ma'am, if you had a handle. It's terrible. I can't make small talk with Letecia. And that's why I have no patience for her. I admire you girls because you do have patience with her. I wouldn't. I'd be reading her for filth left and right. It would do zero good for me to speak to her at all.
That just reminded me of something. She also told me that she does a podcast. So I said to her, I wrote her back. I haven't heard back. I said, a podcast? You can do a podcast in there? What's your podcast called? Is it just within the prison system or what?
Girl, she's toilet talking in there. That's her podcast.
I like podcasts in prison.
See, I could small talk with anybody depending on if I wanted to know something from them and if I thought they would actually give it. I don't think that she will, but if it was the right person, like I know that like reading them for filth won't like it is not a good way to get them to talk to you and try to understand where they're coming from. You know what I mean? So I think all depends on what you're after.
Well, correct. But Letecia is not one of those people that I think that I have any interest. I don't care. Like I don't think that even no matter how nice I was, obviously I have home training. I know how to behave. I don't just walk around, in my real life, just reading people, for filth. But for me, it's just her. Yeah. There's something about her that I know that I could not, I wouldn't be able to maintain. She's just one of those people. I just couldn't do it. And the fact that you girls can with her.
I haven't been able to do a lot of talking myself. I've only been blocked and got a lot of talking to me and then getting yelled at and told I was wrong. And then
she blocked you?
again. Hell yeah. She blocked me before I could ever speak to her. And then she would just message me and then block me back so I couldn't respond. Yeah. Which was really frustrating because there were many things I wanted to say and I could not. And then at one point she just unblocked me. And then that's when I asked her, like, when are you going to take accountability? She kind of like went off on me, which, like I said, she was kind of right. Like, who the hell am I to ask her? But I'm not saying to me, I'm just saying in general for what you've done and for yourself. Um, so yeah, but
I mean, if she ain't gonna do it for anybody, you think she'd want to do it for herself?
yeah, absolutely. But I was able to like come up with some small talk for BTK because I talked to him and
Oh, did
like
you?
yeah, on the Getting
Yeah,
Out app, but he asked me to write him a letter and I just never did it. I should have done it, but I didn't know
you
what to
should have.
say. But because I want to understand him
Now,
and I think that yeah, I would love the opportunity to really get to talk to him and try to understand. To me, like that's just part of like I guess my interest in true crime, like trying to understand where these people are coming from and why these things happen.
Okay.
BTK, I would speak to. I would be able to talk to him. Ed Kemper, I would be able to talk to him. I think I could have talked to Eileen. Unfortunately,
Oh, I
she's
could have.
dead. Because I think there's more to Eileen than
I
what we
agree.
know, and I think that
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
think her trial attorney exploited the shit out of her, and I think that when you have to hold a hearing and you have to put that hearing off because of mental health issues. But see, Eileen wanted to waive all you get automatic appeals when you're sentenced to death. And Eileen, at first, she was going along with the appeals, and then she changed her mind and she's like, no, I want to stop all the appeals. Well, in order for you to do that, you have to be evaluated and make sure that you're competent to make that decision. So that's what they're worried about, right? So it's clear that Eileen in those days has, to me, it, it's presenting like some schizophrenia, um, which it is unconstitutional. The Supreme Court has ruled that it's unconstitutional to put somebody to death who has severe mental health issues. And I think if you have to have a hearing to decide whether or not the person is competent enough to make the decision to stop their own appeals process, should we be executing them in the first place? Like I know it's standard protocol, but a lot of those hearings had to be pushed back and stuff because Eileen wasn't there. She wasn't mentally capable of sitting and having those hearings. So, she's an interesting one that I would like to
I would
would have
love to
liked
talk.
to
Yeah.
speak to her.
Yeah.
I
If
would
it was,
love to speak to her.
And
that would
nothing
be
changed about
awesome.
her too. Nothing. She always was as crazy in court in her interviews. She didn't hold back.
Right. She was
I,
unapologetically, authentically
There you go.
herself. She
Yep.
said what she felt when she felt it, to her own detriment many, many times. And I will never forget when they
hello,
played
I don't know
that
if my sound cut out or what. Can't
when
hear
they
it.
played that phone
Oh,
call between her
there
and
it is.
Ty. And you could just see the moment
Oh yeah.
when Eileen is listening to it, reliving it,
Oh
the
God, I
moment
hate that.
that Ty betrayed her. You could see it in her face. You knew it. And yet she went in there. That's why she confessed in the first place, because of that phone call. Because Ty was telling her, they're coming for me. They're coming for my family, and she loved her so much that she went in there and confessed to everything.
Mm. I would love to talk to Eileen too, and yes, that's one. It's sad. All of that is sad. The whole reason, like from the beginning, her entire history of killing. You know what I mean? Is really sad, and I think I can't help but think of her a little differently than some of the people we've talked about. Okay, I have to jump off here in a second because I have to do a Quentin Simon video thing. But
Oh, okay, okay.
But first, Tess wanted you guys to answer because I don't really know much about this. But how do you feel about Susan Smith trying to be released?
She shouldn't be. Absolutely not. You know what she's doing in prison, right?
I don't know.
Oh,
No.
she's got all kinds of booze.
Yeah, drugs, booze. She has slept with inmates, or not inmates, guards. Look at her record. Look at her prison record. It shows
Jesus,
her
with
discipline.
guards.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. And I should have said Leilani, not Quentin, because it's more about her. I'm sorry, but yeah. Anyways,
All right.
I
Well,
did
thank
not
you.
know that
Are you
about
going
her.
live?
Yeah, I have a live
Okay.
at 10. I didn't want to say live on here because I don't want to be rude,
No,
but
go
I
ahead.
have one
I
at
do want to
10.
tell you guys something funny.
Okay.
I approach people how I want to, right? You know what I said to Son of Sam? I mean, I was serious. I said, "Hey, I thought you were dead." I thought he was dead. He's alive.
To,
That's
to
what I said.
who?
Son of Sam, David.
Oh. See, I don't know that case. I don't know anything
Oh,
about
You
him.
don't
David
know Son of Sam?
Berkowitz?
Yes.
You got to look that up. You got
Look
to
him
look
up.
up David Berkowitz.
Yes, look him up. Well,
Okay,
that's what I
I'll look
said
it
to
up.
him. I go, I thought you were dead. And he responded to, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. See, this is what I do, you guys. If I have a question, reach out or a dumb comment.
Right. Hey, I mean, I understand as being curious. I can understand that for sure.
He was the most feared for a while, for a whole
But
year in New York.
but remember what you said. Just guard yourself now, because
Oh
you
yeah,
know
I know to be careful. I
scary.
have friends that are locked up and stuff for murder, and some got the death penalty, well, one, and then life. And they tell me, please guard yourself. Be very careful. You don't know
Yeah.
what these people. They got
Mhm.
time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You
Be
know,
safe.
the most dangerous person in the world is somebody who has nothing to lose and nothing but time.
Right.
Yes. So true. My dad has always told me my whole life, like, don't mess with people that have nothing to lose. That's where you're gonna mess up, because I would always like,
Mhm.
yeah, try to help everybody or whatever and be taken advantage of or this or that. But yeah.
Right.
Oh man.
Well,
All
thank you,
right.
Jen. Thank you, Alex. I'll be there at your live. Everybody,
Oh,
go
thank
out.
you.
What time? 10 o'clock.
Yeah, so in
Well,
7 minutes, which
Oh,
are you
that's
gonna
right.
are you doing like a pre
You're an
thing, or are
hour.
you gonna actually go live?
no, I'll be live, but it's just quick. Why?
Oh, well, because I mean, I was just asking. I was just wondering. Sheesh.
No, I didn't know if like you had something you wanted to do or
No.
something
No, no,
like
no,
that.
no, 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 no,
Yeah,
no.
so no, I'll be quick anyways, but
You can be
yeah,
slow
just
if you want to, babe. I read that article and I am livid.
I know. Well,
What
I am
article?
so excited too. Leilani Simon is not happy with the conditions in her jail.
Oh no.
Just wait till Allie tells y'all what she's saying,
Okay.
and you will be like, bruh.
Yeah.
I want
I
to thank
wrote out the whole
everybody who
thing.
came through. I know you all came from Jen and Alex's channel, and thank you so much.
No.
And I see my headline bitch just came through. Headline bitch is my friend. I call her headline bitch.
Well, good.
This one.
Thanks for having us. Headstones and headlines.
Oh, hey.
Love
Hey.
that girl.
Yes, and
All
thank
right,
you
you
for
guys.
having us.
Thank you,
It
and
was
let me
fun.
know when you want me on your. And I promise I'll be good, and I won't swear. And yeah,
No, you're fine. You can say
I
anything.
promise. I
But
promise.
I'm so excited, and I'll definitely let you know. And yeah, you can say anything. You can cuss or whatever. It doesn't matter over
No,
there.
I'll
But
be good.
Come on.
You watch
Hey,
over.
have y'all even met me? She lets me up there on her panel. Come on,
and then
y'all.
Jen, no.
I heard you swear.
Oh, I
said
swear.
The reason I said why, because I was like, if you have something that you want that
No,
you're
no,
doing
no, no,
tonight, then
no, no.
we'll make it even quicker. That's
No, no,
all.
no, no, no.
Okay.
I didn't know how long we would be on, and so I didn't make any plans.
Okay.
I
All
didn't
right.
either.
right.
But what good conversation. Thank you guys.
Yes.
I got to vent a little bit. I got to get some
Yes. Thank
stuff off
you.
my chest. And I can't wait
Thanks
to
for
do more.
having me. I look forward to the next one. All right, girls. I'll
All
talk
Me
to
right.
you
too. All
later.
right. Bye,
Take
you
care,
guys.
everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.